Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. Today is February 14, 2022. It's the day after the Super Bowl, or for others, it's Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to you. Except this is the type of red you don't want to see on Valentine's Day. Roses are fine, but not red markets. Join me in this Facebook group, Investing 102. This is where you can level up your investment knowledge. You already took the 101 course, time to move on to level 102. So the trade I'm looking at today has to do with Visa. Visa is up $2, it's pretty flat today, but I want to do a trade on it. I have an Iron Condor that expires on Friday, and it makes no sense for me to wait till Friday, so I'm going to close it out today. And I'm going to show you that particular trade now. So here's the Visa trade. This is what it will cost me to close it, somewhere between the mid and the ask. And this particular Visa trade is this one here. It's the Iron Condor over here. And if you take a quick peek at it, I collected $110 per contract up front several weeks ago. Now it's time to close it, and I want to lock in my profits now. I also did roll up the put side, and I think I may even roll the call side. So I collected some additional premium within the last couple weeks, but you see it is way under $100 per contract, so it doesn't make sense for me to. I wrote it as far as I can. I'm not going to wait another 5 days or 4 days to collect on this particular premium. So today I'm just going to I'll start a little bit lower than the mid, and I'll move my value until it gets sold. And there you go. Visa has just went across. And now let's put on a new Visa trade. I'm going to load up Power ETrade. First thing I'm going to do is enter the Visa ticker. So we did Visa. Now let's just pick a date that's going to work. So I just closed the one right here for February for this week, the 18th. So that's 4 days expiration. What do we want to open up? Do we want to do something like this one here? This is 46 days away. Or do I want to go safer and do 59 days away? With the attack on, or potential attack in war, I actually may want to go safer and not worry about shorter time frames. Normally you can say any one of these will be fine, but I think I may want to go safer. So let's just take a quick look at what some of the premiums are, and if I build it out, see what the odds are. I definitely want to go much safer than 2 on the downside. I probably want to go all the way down here, maybe around 180-ish or so. So I'm factoring in some type of war or an attack that's going to send things like Visa, MasterCard down because they say, hey, people spend less and therefore they will make less money. And on the upside, you do not have to worry about Visa going past anything like 260 or 250. So I would probably take a little bit higher risk on this side. So I may do something like a 250 or 255. These are 20 deltas and 15 deltas. But I think I'm okay with that risk on the call side, but not on the put side. So let's build this trade and see what I'm going to end up doing. So let's just take a quick look at what this looked like. I did look at the April 1st ones, and I'll show you real quick what I mean. The problem I had with April 1st was there was not a lot of volume. So let's just take a quick look at this. I just went and took a look at some of the volume down here, and you can see some of the things that I was looking at. There's definitely a wide bid-ask price, not a lot of volume. I was worried about that. These are weeklies, and it is 6 weeks out, so there's not a lot of people trading these right now. Therefore, you may not get a good price anyway. So what I end up doing is switching it back to the monthlies, and I'll show you that real quick. And the only difference is weeks to it, right? That's an extra 2 weeks to the calendar. And then what I have to do now is adjust the strike price to what I feel comfortable with. And if you take a quick look at the April one, the 60 days to go, the 175 has a 6 delta, 2% chance of happening. And if you look at the call, I'm looking at the 255 here. and that will put this at a higher risk, so you have more risk if the stock moves up, and this is at 16% delta, 15% chance of happening. So let me play around with the numbers. Maybe I may move it $5 more to this one here, 12 delta, and we'll see if that works out well. So I took a quick look at it, and I'm not really sure I want to do, only because there is a wide bid-ask spread here, and I was afraid if I did something like that, I wasn't going to get the premium that I wanted for moving it back $5. Now this is safer, don't get me wrong, 260. Visa all-time high was at 252, so that's way safer. It puts it a little bit further out. I think even 255 is an all-time high since it's 252. So I may end up getting this one because I think there may be a little bit more volume and I can get a higher price. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to do it only for free contracts. And let's see, can we get it for $1.40 each? I don't think I will, but I would be happy anything above $100 per contract. That's the first attempt. Let's hit change. Let's start lowering the prices to see can we get it. And it did go across after I adjusted that last one. Last trade I want to do is I'm going to roll the untested side of this Iron Condor here. I just want to move it down a few dollars here. So if you see this, there's almost no value left. 17-18 cents on this particular spread. But this is part of an Iron Condor. I'm waiting for some market risk. It's 440 today. It would need to move up $50 to be tested. All-time high is 482. It has a higher risk of actually going under 400. So I'm not going to move the put side. I'm actually going to roll down the call side. So I'll show you that real quick. We'll pick the same dates. It's the quarterly March 31. Oops, if I do this right. I'm going to move it down to a 485. And I'll collect the $10 credit. And I would be happy with that. Minus commission, $6. I'm going to make an extra 30 bucks on this. It's worth the risk to me. Now, if it changes direction and moves up to an all-time high, obviously it was a bad move, but I don't expect that. Let me just hit refresh to make sure. I don't want to, I may have to get 9 cents per contract. And let's get the 9 cents. It's a $4 difference. And there you go. That trade is in. And I'm done for today. You saw how I closed the Visa, opened a new Visa, rolled down the untested side on the Iron Condor and S&P. That is part of my 2-3-4 method that I've been doing. But that's all for today. I'll keep this video short. Again, today is Valentine's Day. Have a good day. Hopefully the market will end green and not red. And may you have a great and a profitable day. Bye-bye.